And what's going on, guys? All right, happy holidays. We are in, or potentially entering a trade. I'm going to show you what this looks like. This is my bread and butter. This is how I make money on a consistent basis to the tune of several thousands a day. We are looking at NQ. There's basically a double pane here, two panels. And this is trade 1348 here on the left, right? And what we have is a trade design up, and we have a level established for you automatically should you enter our community at 21,639.70.75 or 25. And then to the right here, we have the system with an added confluence indicator, gauge trends. And this is pretty much what we're doing here is establishing a sense of direction here with gauge trends, right? So it's red, so it's a trend down. However, I do not have a trade design down. Without having a trade design to the downside, I don't have a trade down. So I have to maintain a directional bias with what's here on the charts. What we're going to do is hurry up and wait, and in YouTube time, that's pretty much a second or the next frame. But while this is happening and we get the order filled, let me just show you guys. I want you to pay attention here to the right panel. And as you can see, price action literally respecting the upper limits of gauge trends here. It's also respecting what we call the band. Now, the band acts as a dynamic trend line. Should we break that band, then we know that, the move is losing steam there. But what we could also see is we are above the 200. Now, let me go ahead and hide the candles for a second. We are bullish. And of course, the 200 also green. Why? Because we are above the 200. Okay, so we have color coded the system where we have our trend thrust 3000. Think of it sort of kind of like Heikenhashi, but on steroids. Our trend thrust 3000's green. We have our genie here, which we're looking for multiple confluences there. For the most part, we have 4 check marks green. And so if we are going to be biased, we're biased directionally to the upside. We have Excel here. Excel alongside our band here, also green. Again, we maintain directional bias. Now, why is this important? This is important because a lot of traders get caught in candles and tend to pivot way too often in candles. In doing so, you find yourself over trading and or in fear of the candle. What we want to do is have a longer time horizon. That longer time horizon allows us to consider the trend and essentially play the trend. But also, in order to play the trend and not to be under duress, if you will. That's another thing psychologically. When you're trading and under duress, the trade never looks and feels clear to you. You're just nervous. You're a nervous wreck. So what we do is we trade small enough so that you're not under duress during the trade. Based on my risk, it's 23 contracts here of NQ. I have 21 contracts waiting just above the level there. If we look and we see no candles on this side, it looks objectively clear. We're trending up. We need a break of gauge trends, meaning this shadowed area, this red cloud, also needs to turn green. In doing so, we have a legitimately A+ trade setup. This A+ trade setup could only be found at trade1348.com. Link down in the description. Go ahead and get you some. We're just going to wait, and we're waiting patiently. I do have a target of a level. So on the left-hand side, this panel here, it looks a little busy, but what I like to do is pay attention to my levels. Now, another thing that traders often do is they create way too many levels. Our system finds the most important critical levels for you, and it's there for you each and every morning, well before you take your first trade. As you can see here, we have a level break, and we also have gauge trends also red. What this is telling me, if I can hypothesize, is that upon breaking the level, we will have a nice shift in trend, allowing me to make money. Now, if we look at the candles here, you can see I am not chasing any one candle. I am not scalping a candle. I am just literally following the directional bias per my thesis. As I see here with the trade 1348 Genie, the thesis is bullish and it will remain bullish until it no longer is bullish and transitions to bearish. Again, maintaining a directional bias is what's going to help you take your trading to the next level. More importantly, we have to treat trading like a game of catch, right? And not a game of tag. So a game of catch is price action comes up to where I need it to be. A game of tag is literally me tagging the candle right now, having no clear sense of direction, at least with this candle. We're qualifying to trade by staying away from the candle and having the candle come to us, and more importantly, gives the system enough time to transition. All right, so I would like to see green happen here. Now, one of the unique things about Gabe's trend here is that it doesn't flip-flop a lot. And so the reason for that is because it's based on a much larger trend line. We have actionable moments that happen here with our trade design. Trade designs are your only actionable moments, as you can see here, highlighted by this green entry signal here. Now, just because we have a green entry signal does not mean we take the trade. What it means is, hey, we have a trade design up, and what we're doing is we're waiting for the qualifier. Qualifier is breaking Gabe's trends there. So now let me turn the candles back on. You see we got a nice clear break of it. And then if we zoom on in, we could see currently up $4,000. $4,000, $5,000. Okay, I could target this level. For me as a trader, I like to stay away from congestion. So what I'm going to do is pretty much go halfway. Now, why is that? Well, I know that there's a lot of orders up here at this level, and I'll show you guys right here. A lot of orders, and I just don't want to get caught in the choppiness of a level break. We're currently up $6,000, and that's more than enough. This is more than enough for me to go Christmas shopping. Literally tackle all of my Christmas shopping required in one day and still have some money left over. We're up 7,000, and let's see if we can get this fill here. I do see structure right here where the wicks are right there. That structure up 10,000, 11,000. You know what? I'm just going to end that trade and end this video. Trade 1348 in Gabe's trends has given me more than I deserve. It's $10,000 in as little as 20 minutes of me recording this video. Hope you have a good one. Check us out at trade1348.com. It's really that simple. Have a good one. Peace.